Hey, it's Tom
And Mike.
from Take Time to Travel. Tonight we got something really special to do. We're gonna go on a boat trip and check out Puerto Vallarta's Rhythms of the Night. So come on along, let's check it out.
To get there, we took an Uber from our Airbnb in the romantic zone to Terminal Maritima, located in the Puerto Mágico shopping mall, which was about a 15 to 20 minute drive. After we paid our port fee and got through security, it was time to head outside to start our amazing Rhythms of the Night experience, which starts by taking an approximately 1 hour scenic cruise across Banderas Bay to the pristine and remote cove of Las Caletas, which is accessible only by boat.
Make sure to stick around until the end of the video to find out how much it costs for this incredible experience. But until then, let's hop on board the boat and show you our wonderful journey along the way. To start our boat cruise, we walked past the bar with unlimited free drinks, down the hallway, and made our way around the corner and up the stairs to the top deck to make sure that we got a good spot to sit.
We bought the VIP wristbands, which allows you to board first so that you can get a good seat on the left side of the boat, which has the best views of the shore. The VIP wristbands cost a little more, but we think it was worth it for all the included extras, which we'll discuss more later in the video. After everyone else boarded, it was time for the boat to leave the pier. It only took a couple of minutes for us to get out into the Bay of Banderas, where we got some lovely ocean and shoreline views. Very pretty.
And a few minutes later, we had some free rum punch in hand. Well, maybe both hands. While everyone sipped on a variety of free drinks which were handed out, it was time for the boat's orientation speech. And after the short orientation speech, it was time to sit back, relax, listen to some music, and enjoy the beautiful scenery from the boat cruise.
And of course, have some more nice cold rum punch beverages, which we thought were quite tasty and definitely on the strong side. Hey Tom, one of those is supposed to be for me. After I wrestled my drink out of Tom's hand, I got to have some too. We really enjoyed the scenic boat cruise. What a great start to the Rhythms of the Night experience. Before arriving at the remote cove of Las Caletas, we thanked the boat crew and they each put on a little dance for us. It was a little bit of foreshadowing for their performance on the boat ride back, where later tonight, in addition to showing off their dance moves, the boat crew got dressed up in costumes with props and put on quite the show.
It seemed like the approximately 1 hour boat cruise flew by. We really enjoyed the free drinks, the gorgeous weather, and the beautiful views along the way, especially as we pulled up closer to Las Caletas. As our boat arrived to its spot on the pier, the sun was just beginning to set and we could see another boat disembarking its passengers along the wooden pier. Soon it was time for us to disembark off of our boat as well. And again, with the VIP wristbands, we were allowed to get off our boat with the first group of passengers. As we walked along the charming wharf, we got some lovely shoreline views and our first up-close glimpses of Las Caletas. Loved the waterfall up ahead and the wide wooden planks with water on both sides. Very pretty.
As soon as we stepped off the boardwalk and onto the tropical pathway, we noticed a lady dressed in a mermaid costume sitting on the rocky shore. And as we strolled further along the torchlit shoreline walkway of Las Caletas, we noticed more actors dressed in interesting costumes, like this one here, dressed as a cheetah, I think. And this one dressed up as a chameleon, posed amongst the lush tropical foliage. And just across from the chameleon, and a little ways down the pathway, there was this cool looking character with the giant mask standing on stilts. Very neat. And just across from the stilted creature, there was this other interesting looking creature positioned amongst the tropical trees. And after it, there was a quintet playing some nice music.
But let's keep journeying along this enchanting walkway and see what else there is. In addition to the stunning tropical beachfront scenery, there were more creatures situated beside the charming walkway, like this owl perched on top of the giant rock with the lovely jungle-like background. Very cool. What a unique entrance to Rhythms of the Night. This was certainly a unique looking display too.
But I'm getting hungry. So let's keep going and grab our beachfront table so we can get some food. We got a perfect spot right at the edge of the rocky shoreline. Then it was time to head to the buffet. Since we were some of the first passengers to disembark from our boat, we were also some of the first people in line for the free buffet. There were a variety of different food options to choose from. In addition to the salad bar, there was a cheese platter, as well as lots of different options in the warming trays, including rice, an assortment of vegetables, some mini potatoes, and some pasta. The chafing pans also had fish, a shrimp, peppers, and onion dish, as well as some chicken and beef with a few sauces, some bread, nacho chips, and of course, the dessert section had an assortment of cakes and sweets to choose from. We sat down at our amazing table right by the shore to enjoy our tasty foods. Tom's first plate looks pretty healthy with a normal portion size. I, on the other hand, may have gone a little bit overboard and tried to fit as much as I could on the plate, including, amongst other things, chicken, beef, and shrimp. Doesn't that look good? What a beautiful atmosphere to enjoy an all-you-can-eat buffet, and it tastes pretty good too. While we were enjoying the lovely scenery and the tasty food, we noticed that the lineup for the buffet had gotten pretty long. I'm glad we got there early to avoid the line, and got more time to enjoy the ambiance and each other's company. Just off the shore, there's also these floating docks with hammocks on them, which we didn't get a chance to use. I think if you come to Las Caletas during the day, you can. But this time of day is pretty nice too, with the tiki torches and candles, and of course, a couple of nice and cold pina coladas to go with dinner, which were also included with the experience. And to make dinner even more special, musicians came around to the tables and played instruments like this guitar flute hybrid thingy. For dessert, Tom had a couple of different types of cake and a cookie, and I tried 4 of their other kinds of cakes and sweets, all of which I enjoyed. As we sampled desserts and sipped on our pina coladas, we took in the relaxing tropical atmosphere and listened to the musicians play. Overall, we really enjoyed the gorgeous waterfront setting, the lovely beach ambiance, and the all-you-can-eat and drink buffet.
After we ate as much as we could, we went to check out the rest of the beautiful Las Caletas scenery. There's an abundance of lush tropical foliage and vegetation, with the pathways lined with thousands of candles and tiki torches. It makes for quite a memorable experience. Love the candle-lined wooden bridge. Very pretty. Just on the other side of the bridge, there's this open area with some lovely lounge seating overlooking a fire pit and the ocean. And just beside that, there's another dining area overlooking the water. And this pathway leading down to the beach. The white sand beach looks pristine. This sure looks like a beautiful place to relax during the hot days in Puerto Vallarta, especially on those floating hammocks out in the water.
But let's keep going and explore some more of this remote, candlelit oasis. Just aimlessly walking around the pathways was amazing. But one part of Las Caletas that we thought was especially intriguing was walking through the bamboo forest, which was adorned with hanging lights and some tiki torches. This was definitely the first time that we've walked through a bamboo forest to get to the washrooms. As you make your way through the bamboo forest and out the other side, there's another couple cute little bridges. And of course, lots more candles, tiki torches, and some more dining areas. And if you keep going up to the left, there was this charming candlelit trail, which looked better and better as the skies started to get dark. Candlelight sure does look mesmerizing at night. This enchanting trail leads you up to the washrooms, where there are these pretty little personal jungle bathrooms. What an extraordinary journey to the restroom.
Now let's head back along the candlelit path and walk over to the main attraction, the show at the amphitheater, which was created by one of the co-founders of Cirque du Soleil. We got in line for the amphitheater, which was super long, but seemed to move pretty fast. And just like the rest of the Rhythms of the Night experience, the pathway to the amphitheater was lined with tiki torches as well as candles, making for quite a marvelous walk. We continued our lovely walk up the hill, and once we got near the top, just in front of this area with the hanging lights, there was this actress in a vibrant blue butterfly suit playing a song.
After that, we made it to the amphitheater and walked down the stairs to the VIP section. In addition to the other perks, the VIP wristbands also allowed us to sit at this section right at the front with the best seats in the house. Although, the amphitheater is not actually that big, so every seat is a good seat. Hello everyone!
We took our seats and waited for the sun to set so that the show portion of the Rhythms of the Night experience could begin. The approximately 60-minute long performance started with the dancers performing a choreographed dance together, which was quite nice. Followed by a skit where they brought out this phoenix-looking creature, which was operated by two of the performers. There was also a portion of the show where they brought out this teeter-totter, which launched the performers into the sky, where they did incredible flips and spins mid-air.
What do you think, Tom? Could you do this?
Definitely not.
How about this?
Nope, not a chance. These performers really are talented. Wow, incredible. What a trick. Bravo. Later, another one of the skits brought out these big black birds dancing around on stilts, as well as this rolling, fancy golden drum-shaped thing, and these performers with large metal rings. The men with the big metal rings were quite nimble and could spin around inside them with ease. It makes me dizzy just watching.
Afterwards, there was my favorite part of the show, the part with the fire dancers. They sure do know how to put on a spectacle. Love how the Aztec pyramid in the background has lava running down. Very appropriate for the fire dancers. What a performance! Another portion of the entertainment had a trio of contortionists performing. Wow, that sure would take a lot of teamwork, balance, and practice.
Another really cool part of the show was when these two performers did this exciting aerial acrobatics routine suspended from a couple of pieces of fabric. That sure would be nerve-wracking, spinning around that fast up there, just holding on to a couple pieces of fabric. She's got nerves of steel. If that wasn't nerve-wracking enough, they started to swing each other around. And then the guy went up there too. They were each just holding on to one of the pieces of fabric. What an exceptional duo. Very talented and super mesmerizing to watch. They definitely deserve a raise. And then, I don't even know how this is possible, but he's holding onto the fabric with one hand while using his other arm and leg to hold her upside down and flipping her around while they spin through the air. Now that's incredible. Then these dancers and this big skeleton guy came out on stage to put on a little show of their own. What a lovely skit. That skeleton sure does put on an interesting dance number. And for the grand finale of the Rhythms of the Night show, they brought out this oversized swing for the performers to flip and do tricks off of into the enormous tarp. Amazing. Very cool. Lastly, it was time for the crowd to show their appreciation and give a hand for all of the many performers involved in the show. Great job, everyone. We really enjoyed it.
Once the spectacular show was over, it was time for everyone to get up from their seats and head back out of the amphitheater the way that we came. Back down the hill, down towards the similarly lit, beautiful beachfront pathway. Now, isn't that a pretty nighttime stroll? Along the walkway, there was even some musicians playing, as well as a tightrope walker, making his way across the beachfront tightrope. Very neat.
We also passed some cool-looking rocky outcroppings as we continued our leisurely stroll back to the boats. Our tiki torch-lit walk back, with the lush jungle foliage on the one side and the lit-up blue waters with our boats waiting for us on the other side, was an incredible experience. Even though there were a lot of people boarding the boats all at once, it was a smooth and efficient process. Soon it was time for us to board our boat. Make sure to remember your boat's number, or you could end up at the wrong port.
We got some more free drinks at the bar, sat down, and watched the show and dance that the boat crew put on. featuring impersonations of celebrities like Prince, Mr. Worldwide, also known as Pitbull, who really had a lot of energy and danced up a storm up and down the aisle. And I think our favorite was probably when Bruno Mars came out with the rest of the crew and danced to his popular songs. It was the perfect finale to the Rhythms of the Night experience. The boat crew sure did an amazing job. They have many talents. Overall, we loved our Puerto Vallarta Rhythms of the Night experience from the beginning until the end. From the lovely boat cruise, the unlimited free boozy drinks, the free buffet, the tropical tiki torch and candlelit pathways of Las Caletas, and of course, the spectacular performance at the amphitheater, and this lovely show on the boat, all made for an amazing experience that we'll always remember. Now, I'm sure you're all wondering, how much did all of this extravagant experience cost? Regular admission normally costs $149 per person, and VIP costs $179 per person, plus taxes and fees. Now, we bought the tickets online more than 4 days in advance, so we got 30% off. In total, for 2 VIP admissions, including all taxes and fees, we paid 5,728 Mexican pesos, or about $283 or about 371 Canadian, so 185.50 Canadian per person. For the little amount more that the VIP wristbands cost, and for all the extras that you get, like priority boarding and disembarking from the boat, in order to get the best view, to getting the best seats in the amphitheater for the performance, we think that the VIP wristbands are worth the price. But if you want to save some money, the general admission tickets would be great too. Every seat was a good one at the amphitheater, and everyone rode the same boat, ate the same food, and drank the same drinks. So no matter what ticket you decide on, we're sure that you'll have a phenomenal time.
We really enjoyed making today's video, and we hope you enjoyed watching it too. If you did, we'd really appreciate it if you would like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications on our future videos. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm, and it helps our channel to grow.
And remember, take time to travel. Catch you on the next one.